Well, happy Friday, everyone. It's Lauren with Craft Some Joy, and we're here with another Friday night scrapbooking, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. And I'm just going to do a little maintenance, like shutting off my computer volume so that I can say hello. And we are just going to do a really quick live tonight. And I just want to give you a few updates of things that are going on because it is crazyville here. So I just kind of wanted to check in and let you guys know the news. And when you're coming on, either if you're watching now or later, please say hi. And oh my goodness, we've got some folks from Australia. Julie's here. I love it. Thanks, you guys. Say hi, Diane and Audra and Kathy. Hi, guys. And Teresa is here too. Okay. Patiently waiting for the last 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I hope I don't disappoint you tonight because it has been super duper crazy around here. I'm going to give you a little update of what's going on, but I do have some fun things just kind of to show you and let you know a few things that I've been working on, a little behind the scenes, and we're going to just kind of get updated. So thanks you guys for saying hi as you're coming on. Rhonda, Deb, Wendy, Cheryl, Rosalind. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm so excited that you are here. And tonight we are going to do process video. I'm going to do just a quick 2-page spread with you. Boy, I've got all my Aussie friends here tonight. That's really fun. Okay, but I'm going to do a quick 2-page spread. And one of the reasons I'm not a little more prepared tonight is because I have had a lot of technical difficulties lately. And some of you might know I am getting my Patreon channel up and running. And I am so excited about that space because it is just pure scrapbooking. It's me just opening up and, kind of chatting as I'm working and just pure scrapbooking process day in, day out. And what happened is I thought I had everything all worked out and it got really glitchy. So my first post is really bad. And you know what they say, I'm not leaving YouTube. No. I'm going to be both places. But you know what they say, your first videos are your worst videos. So that definitely held true for Patreon. But I'm learning new tech. That's the whole problem. And whenever you learn new tech, there are some things, some kinks that you have to work out. So what I'm trying to do is figure a way that I can stream from my phone. So like you're seeing up here, this is my overhead view. But there's this great program where I can switch back and forth from overhead to front view. But my little tiny computer is just not keeping up. So that was part of, we finally figured it out. We spent a lot of time today trying to figure out technical issues because I wanted to try that tonight on YouTube as well. But it's not going to work out tonight. So we are back just with my phone, streaming with my phone. So, okay, enough about technical difficulty. But the good news is we are going to work it out. So I'm super, super excited about that. So hi, you guys, everybody coming on. I am not leaving YouTube. No, I love YouTube. But what I want to offer is an ad-free space for people who just want to sit and scrapbook with me for like an hour or an hour and a half or whatever, however long it takes. And that's what I want to do on Patreon because I know that I've had some feedback. There's a lot of tech that's just behind the scenes with YouTube. I'll just say that much as well. There's a lot that goes on. And so I've had some feedback of, oh, there's too many ads or, and I try to switch the monetization so that it doesn't run every 3 minutes, but it's crazy. When there's a video like this, YouTube just wants to stick those ads in there. So it's okay, but I love it. So love YouTube. I love sharing here, and we're going to just keep that going. It's just going to be that Patreon is just a different format for that. So, and if you're interested It is Craft Some Joy on Patreon. I have a little button on my website now. You can find me there. You can just type in the search bar on patreon.com, Craft Some Joy, and you'll find me. And I'm leaving it completely up to you about what you would like to donate. It is a donate platform. So in order to get access to the videos, then you can sign up for a little monthly donation. And that's completely up to you. So as always, though, I'm going to be here on YouTube, and we are going to jump into tonight. Yay! Oh, good. I'm glad I'm part of your Friday night routine. I am going to still keep Friday nights here on YouTube because this is a fun place. But I promise next time I'm going to be a little more prepared. What I wanted to share tonight, along with all the goodies about Patreon, is there's some new things that are happening right now with Creative Memories. You guys know I love to keep you in the know. Yay. And there is a promo, and I see, like, Sue, I think you got this promo already. This is really cute. And Nicole from Australia, she was like, should I get it? I'm like, Nicole, it's pretty darn cute. I've seen it now up close. I got mine in, and it is really cute. So here's what it is. This is called the Winter Frolic set. It is free with purchase. So there's either, if you spend $75, you can get your choice of one of these 2 paper packs. If you spend $150, of course, I had to do that. You can get the whole bundle, which is both paper packs and 2 sets of the sticker packs. So here's what it is, you guys. It's pretty cute. There's the winter designer paper pack. And the patterns in here, immediately, of course it says winter, but my brain goes immediately somewhere else because I love these colors. I love these colors. In fact, I'm going to use this pack tonight to scrapbook non-winter. Okay, because I love the colors. The colors are just so fun and playful. So I go immediately and I think, this is great for boys. This is great for, of course, snow, because there's some of the snowflakes and snowy mountains and Christmas trees and all that good stuff. But this also, what this screams to me is pets. I know, right? I love this kind of stuff for my pets. I'm a pet lover, and the Pets We Love album, I mean, just look at those colors. Wouldn't that be cute with your pets? Either cats, dogs, rabbits, whatever you have at home. Those are just some really great colors. So, and patterns. I love the chevron textures, all that good stuff. So what they did is they gave us a designer paper pack. Then they also gave us the Fast to Fab inspired designer paper pack. So what this one is, I didn't get this the first go round, okay, you guys, so I had to kind of figure this out. What it is on one side of your paper, they made 2-page spreads, okay, so 2 papers that go together. Do you see that? So this on one side, so this would be a 2-page spread. So that's really kind of cool, don't you think? And you just lay that down on your scrapbook page, and you've already got the base for a 2-page layout, which is really cool. So they did like a embellishment kind of thing on one side or the other as they went through. Now the back side is just a pattern, okay, but one side it has pages that go together. So you see some embellishments, and you can see they're slightly different. So each page on the Fast to Fab side is a little different. So you've got these little stars and banners over here, and just stars on this side. So this one I think is actually the same on both, but oh no, this has got stars. So this goes across with the design at the top. Okay, so there's that. Then this one has the side designs. And you can see trees on one side and not on the other. So you can see it's going to give you a really nice space to do a layout, right? You've already kind of got an embellishment cluster going on right here, and then you've got a nice layout space for the rest of your photos. We've got some mountains here, and the great thing is if maybe you don't like the mountains, or it's not mountain photographs, you can just put a picture right over that. Not to worry. And then the last one is this kind of snowy scene, so you can see that. So pretty. And the stickers are darling. So you get the 3 kinds of sheets. Again, you get your words, and they did a lot of scallops. I'm a huge scallop fan. You guys, I didn't realize how much I love scallops, but I really do love scallops. Look at how cute those are. And I like the hearts too. Those hearts are probably going to end up on my page. Some little snowy animals, polar bear, really cute little owls and penguins, snowmen, and then some border strips. So the same kind of titles, icons, border strips, which is great. Okay, so that is the Winter Frolic. We're going to come back and visit that in just a few minutes. But I also kind of wanted to tell you just a few more things that are happening. One is Creative Cafe. It's already, October is flying by, isn't it? So December 12th and 13th, I've seen a lot of you guys sign up already, and this is open to anywhere you are in the world. So if you would like to join us for the International Creative Cafe, we're going to do lessons and videos. Everything's going to get recorded. You're going to get handouts. And there's 6 of us that have teamed up together to kind of bring you this content. If you would like a sneak peek, here's what I would suggest. If you want to kind of know what you're going to get. Well, you know what you get from me, right? Because you've seen me on YouTube forever now. But the other ladies, if you go to the Facebook page, so you go to Facebook, Creative Cafe International's Facebook page, we've started to do Tuesday tips, and this is just a great resource for you. And there's a live video we post every Tuesday with just a tip, something new for you to learn. So all you have to do is go to Creative Cafe International, and then if you'd like to join us, just click the Learn More button on that page and you can register. So everything's all contained there. And I'm so excited for all of you guys who have already decided to join us. It's going to be really fun. Okay, so that's coming, Creative Cafe. And then I have 2 things I've been working on behind the scenes for you guys. And I'm getting really anxious to share this with you. And I need more hours in the day. Anybody with me that you need just a few more hours in the day, or just maybe less sleep, less feel for sleep. So I am creating, November is just right around the corner, right? So here's the thing. I really feel strongly about documenting things that we are grateful for. And one of the things I wanted to do was have a place that we could do that in our albums. And so there's a kind of this movement in the world where you do gratitude journaling. And some people use traveler's notebooks or different scrapbooks, but I kind of wanted to bring this into the creative memories world and create a format that we could use as scrappers, as mostly 12 by 12 scrappers, that we could use in our albums. And so I created a 30 days of what we are grateful for 2-page spread. And I'm going to have, this is another super exciting thing, I'm going to have this as a class on my website. So you'll get the cutting guides, you'll get me in a video and explaining exactly how to do every little piece. And there's some definite tricks on how to get this to lay out. But I'm doing it so that it's a 2-page spread. You can tuck this right into your 2020 scrapbook, your Big Moments scrapbook, if you'd like, or you could create a brand new grateful album. I mean, that would be kind of cool too, right? Just an album with every year you add to it your 30 days of gratitude. So you could do that. But I'm planning on putting mine right into my family album in November. So this is just going to go kind of tucked in. And the reason I did it on 2 pages is so that you can feel that you can do this, that it's doable, that you can date every day, write down something you are grateful for in the month of November. So that's my goal. I keep flipping it over because I think I'm putting it in my book. Okay. So that's my goal, is to kind of just reinforce this is just been a crazy year, right? And we need some goodness. We need to remember that even though it's been a crazy year and, there's a lot of things out there going on, that we can still take the time to make a little note every day of what we are actually enjoying. The other little behind the scenes I have been working on is not only for November, 30 Days of Gratitude, but also December daily. And this is another fun thing. If you saw this, I've shown just kind of sneak peeks of what I did last year, but basically it's using 3. Again, it's doable. I want these little projects to be doable. Like, you could take a whole album and make it super cute, but then are you going to do that every year? I don't know. So for me, I'm always trying to take that step back as perspective and go, what can I do that is going to enhance my albums, have some fun, have a little be a little creative, but also just kind of fit in to an album that I'm already planning on, right? And so that's why I decided to use the Pocket Pages as my December daily base. So it's Pocket Pages and, my favorite, Peekaboo Pockets, because guess what? That makes it interactive and so much fun. So this is coming also. This will be a workshop. And the nice thing is I'm moving everything to my website because I just want to make it easy for you. I've had so many glitches. And Judy, if you're watching, I don't know if you're on tonight, say hi if you are, again, real quick. I mean, she was so paranoid that she didn't get the payment to me for one of her classes that she sent me the payment in the mail. And so thank you, Judy. We picked that up from our post office box. But anyhow, making it easy is my goal, that you just go to my website, click a button, you get a password, you get to take the class. That's my goal. Easy, easy peasy. Okay. So yes. Okay, good. All right. I'm glad you want to try the Christmas idea. So Kelly, you have a question. Is there any way to keep those pocket pages, I know, from being so flappy? Yeah, that's just kind of the way they are. One of the things that I end up doing, which helps a little, not a lot, but a little. Let me see if I can grab my album to show you. Is and Nicole from Australia, you were asking about this, and I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to get back to you. So this was last year's. This was 2019. So you can see kind of how it looks filled out. I'm so excited. It's really fun to do this because every day the whole goal is, you need to take a picture. If you don't take a picture, you need to at least remember it with something, take a note, make a note of something. Okay. So what I did, Kelly, is I cut the very top of this pocket page. Thank you. That's the name I'm looking for. Just on one side. So you have to get a really strong, a really sharp X-Acto blade because you just want to cut on that edge. Does that make sense? And this one I didn't do very, very well, but right along the top, all you need is just a little slit. So kind of go in from the side and pull it across. And then you can slide in the paper. It helps a little bit. If you really are concerned about kind of that floppiness, put a real thick, maybe a thick piece of cardstock, like one of the really heavy pieces of cardstock in here. And that just gives the page a little more bulk and weight. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, so this kind of gives you an idea where we go. I know I've shown this to you a million times, but it's so fun. All the different flaps and things that you could make this interactive. So the new one is getting done with the new Christmas Spirit collection. And would you believe they have sold out of some of this stuff again? So I hope you got your set. If not, it is due back in December. But the paper, it's really based on paper and a little bit on the embellishments, which that did just sell out. But make sure you get the paper and the map pack, if you are thinking you might want to join me for this class. Okay, so that's coming up soon, because I want to get that done, probably, November-ish, so that you can have that all set up and ready to go in December, because that's really nice to have it all ready, a lot of the design work done, and then you can just add to it. Okay, so let's see. I also had a note, because we're going to kind of jump in. I want to tell you, it's been crazy around here because we started after 3 years. I think I've mentioned this before. After 3 years, we are doing a major remodel, and it's all started to happen this week. And so the whole front of my house is gone. And anyhow, it's exciting, but it is crazy because, if you've lost your kitchen, anybody lost your kitchen and remodeled, you know what that's like, right? It's, so, where do you cook? My whole kitchen is moved into my living room, and there's still 6 of us here, so we're all trying to manage, but we're getting there. So, just amongst everything else, we're kind of just in chaos around here. And what I'm trying to do is take some pictures, little videos, like a 2-minute video every day, to kind of just document and see. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I definitely am going to create a scrapbook about this process, because we've done remodels, but we've never done such a major remodel. And wow, it's a lot of work. Okay, so, okay, yes, okay, good. Yes, we're going to use the fall paper, Deb, for the November gratitude. And those are due back in, I think, when are those? A lot of the leaves is what we're using, the embellishment leaves. I think they're due back in this month or next. I can't remember. Okay, I want to answer a few questions that I kind of get. Some posts, I read posts, and sometimes I think there's questions that are applicable to everyone, and so I kind of wanted to answer a few of these questions kind of as we are rolling through. So, oh, hi Sabine, so glad you could join us. Okay, one of the questions I got on the community tab, I asked, so what did you guys want to see? Did you want to see more borders? Because we've been building a lot of borders lately. Or do you want to see a process? And the majority of you said you want to see a process, which I love. And again, I'm going to do a lot of that on Patreon. But I also got kind of a few requests, like, now that we've built all these fantastic borders, how do you put them on a page? Okay, hi Diane. Sometimes that is a little tricky, because borders can be kind of bulky and big, and they can also be a little flashy. So I just wanted to share this page spread with you, because even though I don't have my titles and my journaling done, it's still kind of in process. It is a page where I used one of the borders we built together. So this is that s'mores border where you use the Cloud Border Maker cartridge to make the chocolate and marshmallows, and it was very fun. Border building is fun, and so I do say yes, let's do it and have fun with it, but then you do have to figure out how do you incorporate that on your page. So because this was such a bold border, I decided that was pretty much all I was going to do on that page, was just put the border down and then put my pictures, because when else do you really get, unless when your kids are young, do you get those gooey s'mores? I don't know. Maybe you guys like s'mores. Pictures. So when you have them, you got to use them. And my tip for using those borders is, if it is kind of a larger one, keep the rest of your page just really simple, with maybe just some paper background and a journal box. And then you can see even over on this side, I just really kept it pretty simple with just some more paper, a little title here, a few little stickers, and that's it. I also wanted to address Mary. Yay. Hi, Mary, if you're here. I'm not sure if I've seen your name pop up, but she also said, Lauren, I just kind of want to learn a little bit more about clustering and embellishments. So I'll probably kind of focus on that in one of the next episodes, where we can go, how do you kind of group and build clusters? So give me a thumbs up if you like that idea too. Like, how do you layer in, kind of do those fun little embellishments together. So that is kind of how you would use a border on a 2-page spread as a finished piece. Typically, we don't have a whole lot that go horizontally. Super usually we go over here on the sides. If we made one border strip, I don't necessarily repeat the exact same border on the other side, if that makes sense. I would not take an exact duplicate of that on the other side, but something similar, or something very, let that one piece kind of be the statement piece, and then move your page along. Okay, all right, I got some thumbs up. Yay, good. So we can talk more about the layering and clustering. That's definitely a technique and tool that we want to see. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this in, talk a little bit about borders and pages, but today we are just going to jump in. And like I said, I know it's been a little crazy around here, and I'm just going to do a quick two-page spread with you. And I brought back out, how sometimes you just think about people, right? And this is what I love about scrapbooking, is that you can relive those moments, you can relive the connection that you have with people, and especially there's definitely a connection that happens when you scrapbook their pages. Wouldn't you agree? Like, you just relive all of that again. So one of the people that has been kind of on my mind of late is my 5th and 6th grade teacher. Okay, you guys, do any of you have one of those my 5th and 6th grade teacher was a super special person. I went to a very teeny tiny private elementary school, and so it was just, she taught me both 5th and 6th grade, and I think we had 12 people in our whole class. But we kept our relationship going afterwards, and her name is Pauline. She passed long ago, but when I pulled out these pictures, I can hear her, and I can remember her smile. And we used to go to this little cafe in Pasadena, and I remember how she would order her waffle. She would always order a waffle, and she would want it extra crispy because she didn't want it to get soggy. And just those fun little things. Not only that, but just what an amazing person she was. And so I thought how fun it would be to just pull some pictures out. And I couldn't find a whole lot, because I'm still in that whole, pop series. If you're ever interested, Lori, yes, thank you. You know all about pop. Organizing, definitely look into joining my pop Facebook group. It's on my Facebook page at Craft Some Joy with Lauren, and Progress on Projects, we call it, our pop gals, or pop stars, or pop whatever. It's just a fun group. Lori helps me manage that group, and so does Lynn. And wonderful way to kind of get a handle on what I'm going to be working on, which is Library of Memories, which is the people we love. And I know I'm going to find more pictures of Pauline and kind of some really great shots. But I thought I'd get started on this because she's been on my mind. So, you got to kind of go with that. And look at the greens in the photos, and I mean, it's just perfect, right? So here I am again, kind of coming back to this paper, and sometimes you can use paper packs with what they are meant for, winter, but sometimes these patterns just scream out, use me, because they are just beautiful colors and patterns. The other paper I adore is this kind of speckly paper. I'm going to show you that a little closer. Isn't that pretty? I think it's such a really, really neat texture. So these are the two that I'm going to kind of pull out of the winter pack. And I know just because of the way I scrapbook, again, you know, kind of going back, that was another thing I wanted to mention tonight is I have spent a lot of time having fun building borders and kind of being a little more on the creative and decorative side. But once I kind of, you know, I had some great conversations with my team when we did our team crop, and just different other conversations that there's Judy. Hi, welcome, Judy. That it really focuses on the process of getting your pages done. That is why I started this channel. That is really kind of my go-to, and simplifying scrapbooking for you. And so I know there's a lot of people, you have your own style, and some people make absolutely amazing, beautiful pages. But I'm also here to show you how you can create those simple pages, but elegant, and kind of just that using my techniques, snap to grid, color blocking, and embellishing with purpose. So the more you kind of do that, the better you get at it. And, you know, the easier that whole process comes. And so when you look through my book, so I did this layout with you a while back. This is another dear friend of mine in Zynga, and you can take a look at the pages and go, it's colorful, it's bright, and it's fun, but guess what? It still uses my 3 same techniques. I snap my photos to the grid, I use big blocks of color, and I embellish with purpose. And of course I have to have my journaling, right? So it's really those same ideas over and over again whenever I work on my pages. And here's the reason. When I've gone back through my albums and looked at what I like, and one of my early on videos, it was, I should probably do it again because I think I did it on Facebook early. I did a flip through of my albums where I had kind of an album that was more sketch oriented. Do any of you guys remember that? I don't know. Let me know. Give me a shout out if you remember that video. So I did just a flip through of my album, and it was sketch. So it was every page was different. Every page was new. Every page had different shapes and designs and everything on it. And then you could see about kind of halfway through that album, I switched back to my just a snap to grid. And what I realized is, for me, it was so easy to look at a couple of pages that were just kind of a easier format to look at. So for me personally, this is just an easier way of scrapbooking, and something that I look forward to kind of looking back at over and over. And there's a lot of variation that you can do even in using those 3 tips as your base, right? So even as we, you know, pull in the papers and the embellishments and all that fun stuff, it's still those 3 tips as our base. So I'm going to just start tonight and do just kind of a really quick, again, showing these same techniques, getting back to basics, how I scrapbook. This is what I do. And, you know, you get to add all that fun stuff. You get to change it up when you can. But super easy, basic page. And I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I thought it might just be the perfect thing to do. So one of my first tips whenever you're looking at color blocks is that there's kind of a few things you can do when you approach blocking out your 2 pages. Our paper is 12 by 12, right? So there's a little bit of math, okay, you guys? And yeah, Sabine, it was when they were young and some circles. That was the one. It was from long ago. That's the one. I think it's still on my Facebook page. You guys would have to scroll way down to find it. Okay, so getting back to math, our paper, our 12 by 12 paper is, there's ways that you can cut it into blocks. So typically if you have a 4 by 6 photo, now I may just leave this one, I may not, but if you have a 4 by 6 photo, what I typically do to kind of get that immediate block of color behind the photo is I take and add 1/2 inch to it. Okay, so instead of, so we know this is a 4 by 6, and so we're going to go to 6.5, and we add that to the picture. So I have an instant matte of color. Do you guys see that? So I know I've done this before, but I'm just breaking down the process one more time for you. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm straight. So I'm going to bring that up at 6.5. Now, just other mathematical choices we have, you can cut this paper in half so that you have a 6-inch block and a 6-inch block. Now, when would we do that? In fact, let's try it. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to do that with this one. I'm going to show you 6-inch. This is cutting my paper in half. And of course, then there's other variations. 2, 4, 6. I love my evens when I'm doing kind of the other decorative blocks on my pages. So when we have 2 6-inch blocks, what do we do with this? This is when I typically like to turn them horizontally. So now I have this beautiful banner across the top, or I have a beautiful banner across the bottom. And then look at how easy it is. I just take that green, 2 cuts, simple. And there's some fancy ways that you can do this, and you can lay out pages and get kind of the same technique, but I'm just going simple, you guys. This is the simple process. So already you can see how well this page just lays out just by adding some simple blocks of color. Now, let me also say what happens when you use paper like this. You don't end up with a bunch of, like, I'm talking a huge stack of little tiny pieces of paper, right? That just would always drive me nuts. I'd have all these little leftover scraps, and what do you do with them? How do you organize them? And how do you reuse them? So moving to a system of blocks of color has just kind of eliminated a lot of those little tiny scrap papers that would just drive me nuts. And, you know, sometimes I'd end up just tossing them because I didn't want to use them anymore. Okay, so what I would do on this page, because so Pauline, she used to live in Southern California, and then she moved to Arizona, but she would hop in the car. So cute. Hop in the car and drive out to California just like that and come say hello to us. And also we'd always make time to see her, and we'd love to go to breakfast. And so these are just, I'm going to have to cut this photo because there's some sunspots there. But so what I would do, and this is typical for a page kind of similar to the one I did with Nzinga, when it's about a person, these are people we love, I really want to tell the story. So yeah, I only have 4 pictures right now. I might find more, and again, if I find more, I can always add them in with peekaboo pockets, because that's just an easy way to add photos. But I want to tell the story here of what Pauline means to me. Before you know, I got that, like I said, I got that tap on my shoulder. So I want to write that down, and I want to capture it, and I want to record it, because that's really the beauty of scrapbooking, right? So this looks like it might have been a photo I got from my mom. It's kind of I think it's a 3.5 by 5. Remember that odd size? Yeah, 3.5 by 5. So we're going to just trim this into something a little more manageable. And we're going to do a 3.5 by 3.5. I don't want to get it too small, but I do love my squares. So we'll probably kind of tuck this over here. And then I have either, I might just leave this if I find another photo, or I could do some more journaling here. But already you can see how fast a page like this can come together, right? Boom, just like that. So yes, oh yeah, okay. So if you are, Sabine, it just feels like it's taking, end up enjoying, you know, so kind of simplifying. Or here's another thing you can do. Take part of it. Take part of what you know, maybe you'll try just the color blocking, but you do a lot more photos or a lot more embellishments, you know, so you can take your pick. The main thing, right, is to enjoy the process and enjoy that, you know, this is celebrating your life and celebrating the people that we love. So that's that's what's important. Okay, so on these borders, what's fun is that you've got this whole select polka dot waves, which is kind of fun. And I'll probably end up using that, but I also thought it would be fun just to add in a border strip. And one of the first ones I was thinking about was the little rainbow cartridge. But as I was kind of looking at this paper, I'm thinking, I saw another one. Excuse my reach. I'm going to have to show you my new little goodies over. See, that's why I was also trying to get the other camera set up. I got some new storage for my punches. I'm so excited. Okay, so I think this might be a really fun one, pattern to use with this. This is the Leaf Border Maker cartridge. And I apologize in advance that some of these are hard to find. And actually that was another kind of question I got, or response that I got. Like, do you know, are there places you can go to get discontinued products, discontinued awesome things? Well, let me tell you, I wish I knew the magic place, because I still have a few punches that I missed out on that I would love to get my hands on. Okay, how about now, ladies? 33. Oh, it looks like it's counting now. Okay. Yay, back on. Okay. Silly me. Do you know what I was trying to do? I was trying to get my computer, and it was my phone, because I'm streaming from my phone. Do you see? I have these technical issues. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. Well, I am super working on getting this figured out so that it will be so much easier for you guys. Okay, so looks like you were having a fun little conversation about the different places you can find things. And thank you guys for all your resources there. Definitely. Offer Up Facebook pages, definitely a great place to get some of those. Different consultants will sometimes post when they have extras, so you can do that. But really, again, you guys, if you want it, get it, so that you don't have to pay those extra high prices. Okay, well, look, we got some more people while I was spinning and kind of figuring things out. So, all right, yay, we're back. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it is. It's the Halloween vibes, right? So let's see. We were talking about places to get out of stock, and that is going to also depend on where you are in the world, right? Where you can find things. So definitely try to search out those resources that we have. Okay, so as I'm looking, I kind of really just want to bring some of this lighter turquoisey blue that I'm seeing in the papers and some of these border strips. And we're going to start with this fun little leaf border. Speaking of, do you know which border I'm still trying to get a hold of? There's one that makes little snowmen. Oh my goodness, this is thick cardstock. Wow. Okay, there we go. And it makes little cute snowmen, and I still don't have that one. Really cute. This is really thick cardstock. Okay, that I pulled out. I don't know where I got this. I've had this for a while, but it managed. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, super pretty. We'll see if we have to do that again. I may have to do that again. Okay, but let's get rolling here and kind of lay things out. So another question I have had, yay! Oh, you have the snowman. See, I'm looking for that one. That's an oldie. Okay, so one of the questions I've also received of late, not only products, but also I had a few questions about being an advisor. And I just kind of wanted to take just a minute here. And I know you've heard me talk about it. I have a couple of videos about being an advisor, and I have great information on my website also. And you can kind of look up more information of what it's like to be an advisor. But there are a lot of perks. And I'll just say that so many people are just joining as a hobbyist, and that's totally okay, because it's kind of like a membership. It's not really like people who have to do a business. It's more like a membership, and then you get a discount. And I had the question, so when you start, it's a tiered discount. So once you've ordered so much or had people order for so much, your discount jumps from one level to the next level and so on. And people are like, oh, does that reset every month? The answer is no, it doesn't reset every month. You just keep building. So as long as you're active, you just get better and better discounts as you kind of build your base. So that's just one of the things I wanted to mention, because I had a couple questions about that. People were just wondering, oh, do you have to start over every time? No, you never have to start over. You just keep working on your discount. And so super easy enough to do. Okay, I wanted to mention also, one sec. I have to get a tape runner with tape in it. You guys, I have to say, I saved this because it was so cute. So remember, this is just a little aside. Oh, Julie, you'd like to find the rainbow. I'd like to find the snowman. Okay. Jeanette, you guys have heard me talk about Jeanette. I think it's a real problem when I can't find my tape runner on my desk when I'm scrapbooking. She sent me this cute little package. She's always so adorable, puts a bow on it, and writes such a beautiful, sweet little card. And she said, Lauren, I want you to have this little bin. It's a little felt bin, and put it on your desk so that, and I was going to do this with you guys tonight because I thought it was so cute. Put it on your desk so that when you're scrapbooking, and you're looking for your adhesive, you're going to have a fun little place to put your adhesive, and you'll also think of me. So Jeanette, I'm thinking of you, and a big huge hug and thank you out to you. And it is such a cute little bin. So look at, isn't that fun? So now I'm going to put this here so that I can hopefully remember to that's the second part, right? Is remembering to put your adhesive in there and not just throwing it down on the table when you're done with it. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these scraps out of the way. Remember my little bucket I like to have. Some people like, I know they said they like punching on top of a paper and then you just throw all your scraps away. Okay, so here we have it. But cute, right? I thought that was sweet. All right. I'm going to have that right there. So the idea is put the adhesive in the bin when we're ready. Okay, so let's just put this down because as I mentioned, it's just going to be a really simple, fast, easy layout tonight. And you'll see, truly, again, just sometimes these easy ones make it kind of just, again, reinforce the ideas of the three tips, my three tips for you. Okay, so when I do my blocks, this is just me. I like to have a little bit of reveal on the sides or on the bottom, unless it's like a continuation of a pattern, and then I may, bring those all the way in. But since this is just adding color, I'm just going to give that little bit of a reveal to my color blocks. And then adhesive, boom, right there. Now watch, I need it just another second away. Okay, so if you have any questions about being an advisor, please feel free to give me a shout out. And then in my community group, if you are not in the US, I'd love to be your advisor if you're in the US. And if you're not in the US, check out my Craft Some Joy community group, because I'm asking people to just kind of share what they do. And if you do other kinds of businesses, let's just use that as a resource for us to kind of get to know each other there. So you can check that out and find advisors either from Australia or from Canada. And so, there's some great resources for you. Okay. So did I get this green down? I did. So really, really that simple that this layout is coming together. And I'm going to just put these down. I like it when there's dots and they help you line up your photos. And put that there. And then this is my kind of keeper photo, my fun one. I can still remember her pulling up in front. This was my mom's house. My mom always liked to go with us too. So Pauline was, like I mentioned, she's just a super special person. And then this is, again, I just love printed journal paper because it's so easy to, if you make a mistake, just grab another paper and you're on your way again. But it also gives a home to things for, your embellishments and so forth. So I think what I'll do is kind of put this right here as a placeholder. And like I said, if I mess up, you guys know I use my multi-purpose tool for everything, and I can just pop that right off there and start over again. And then this little guy over here, and just adding that. And that also gives me a nice place here, kind of like when I did Nzinga's page, I did a little N for Nzinga. So that was something I was thinking about, is maybe kind of as I'm going through and celebrating my friendships and people we love, maybe just having a little letter of their first name and then doing something like that into the title. So, okay. Oh gosh. Hi, Christine. Yeah, we had a little glitch in the middle. So anybody who's joining us now, we had a little glitch in the middle. Just fast forward. If you're on replay, still say hi. So yeah. Oh, thank you. I know. So such a cute gift. Okay, let me see. Yes. Okay, Scrappy Stitcher. Who, I need to know your name, Scrappy. who is Scrappy Stitcher, because sometimes we don't have the same emails or anything. So, and Sue, I usually do. Oh, Cheryl, welcome. Yes, of course. Okay. Awesome. Yes. Sue, I had a question about, do you cover the jeeping? If you guys want to know what the jeeping is this edges to your pages. And I typically don't cover my jeeping. I use that kind of as my endpoint and just put the paper right up against it. I feel like when you put your page protector on, your page protectors only kind of go to the inside of the jeeping. So that's what I typically do, is stop there. But it's up to you. Okay. The only thing I could think is it might rub a little bit because it's not protected by a page protector. Okay. So, and Fallon, you said what size did, my journal. Okay. So this is a 4x6. I print these at home. So you can cut it whatever size you want. I typically print these on 8.5 by 11 acid-free, lignin-free cardstock. Kind of if you've used the photo folders, you guys know photo folders. I typically have them out, and I don't have one right here. I use the same paper for my journal boxes. And you can find these downloads on my website if you are, oh, there was something else. I'm glad you said that. Okay, I have to remind you. Here's something for you guys, brand new. So I've been doing a lot of work on my website. If you haven't stopped by, please stop by and see. And I have a new VIP customer section on my website. So what you can do, if you are a customer, a Creative Memories customer, then you get an email from me. And now I have a special site just for my Creative Memories customers. So all you guys can go check it out. I had my Facebook page, and typically I would give you an email where you could print these out if you're a customer. I give you the file, but now that lives on my website, so you don't have to kind of search through a million emails and try to find that file or where did you put it. It lives on my website under my VIP customer section. So you could always go, and I have a couple more VIP resources there for you to go check out, and I'll be kind of adding things there, a whole section just for you. So once you become a customer, you will get a password. If you don't have that password, so if you were kind of prior to me starting this, shoot me an email, because I've emailed you. So shoot me an email and say, hey, Lauren, give me the password because I want to go check out the VIP section, and I will send you the password. Okay. So check it out. It's very fun. So 4x6, it just depends. You can cut this whatever size works for your page, and different designs. I decided the grid because I already have dots, but I have grid, polka dots, dashed lines, and then Creative Memories also has some great ruled pages now too, which is what I'm using for the November 30 Days of Gratitude. These are the ruled pages, and the December Daily, I decided to use the white ruled pages paper in there too. Okay, but definitely you can print your own. Okay, so let's get back to kind of finishing this up. I saw the cutest little 3 hearts right here. So what I'm probably going to do, just to kind of finish this up, again, super simple. Since this is a mostly snow-oriented design, the only ones that I'm really going to kind of pull the stickers off of here would be some of these cute little hearts. But also, I kind of like the idea of mimicking these circles also kind of throughout the layouts of my friends. And so I may just do kind of a circle in here and then put a P and do that in my little title area, and then save this beautiful space here. I can do journaling here, or I could always swap this out for another photo and do a nice big journal box here. So again, like Fallon, this is where I would go, oh, maybe what I want to do is print and cut a nice big journal square that's going to go right there, kind of help balance out everything. Okay, but let's take a minute here and let me grab my, so many things to remember to talk to you guys about. So I just want to grab my cutting system from over here, and I'll just take a little corner piece of the table. I'm going to grab this. I think I'll just use, I'll just use my red blade. And I kind of want to add in, let me see if I'm going to add in another pattern, or I could just pull this turquoise texture back in. Or that's awfully cute. Do you see how fun all these just play off of each other? Yeah, I think I've got to go with the plaid. So let me tuck these back under here, just as a little fun decorative element. So another tip for you as I'm kind of working through this, sometimes we do come up with a collection, say, that doesn't have a whole lot of embellishments or die cuts or, you know, that kind of thing. And that's where I would actually, I'm going to have fun kind of talking about embellishing and clustering, because I really love punches. Who else out there really, really loves punches? Yes, I love them. And so and punches and shapes, like using the cutting system for shapes, using things for their non-intended purpose. So typically when we first got these, everybody's like, I'm going to cut my pictures. I'm going to cut every picture I have into a shape. Well, that got kind of old, and I kind of got tired of cutting my pictures into shapes. But you know what I love to do is cut paper into shapes, and then for that. So now that I'm looking at that, okay, I'm looking. I need another circle. Here it is. Circle est. Okay, so here's the thing. I used the red blade on the inside. So now if I want a background, I'm going to have to jump to the small circle, use the red blade again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this color into a layer. And this is, again, where I might be a little fussier on my title, because this is the embellishment side of that page. But the layout, I don't really want to fuss too much with the layout. I just want to maybe fuss a little bit more with kind of the bling, the accessories. Okay, so now I have kind of just a layering piece here, and we're going to do something there. Okay, so we've got, let me pull this in. So I've got this color strip here. I feel like I need to do something here. And I do want to add a P for Pauline, but I'm just kind of struggling with where this circle is going to go. It needs to kind of anchor, I think, right in here. So one of the things I like to do with circles is I like to touch corners of photographs. I don't know why. That's just my thing. It's just, I guess, a design thing. But instead of floating it kind of on its own over here, it's kind of like embellishments. I like to anchor those shapes to something else, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of layer this down, and then we're going to build a little bit more on here. Okay. So again, anchoring this down. And now what I want to do is, okay, you guys, you're not going to laugh too much at me. So here, I need a little piece of this paper. And guess what? The paper under here is not being seen or used. So if you guys really knew what I had underneath my paper, yeah, you'd laugh. So I'm gonna cut, and it just, are you laughing? Because this is funny. I've never done this on a live stream or in a video before, have I? Okay, seriously, there. Can you see? No, but I needed a little swatch of this paper because I want to kind of add it in here as an element. So I needed this because now you can make your own. Let me bring it over here so you can see what I'm doing. You can make your own, or they have some great punches to make banners, or you can use your custom cutting system. But I'm just going to kind of trim this up with my little personal trimmer really quick. And what I want to do is kind of add just another layer and embellishment as a home for these 3 little stickers. So that's where I'm going with this. I want to see these 3 little stickers, and you guys know I'm going to put these up on foam squares, right? So let me grab my foam squares. I also had a question about the tape chips, and I guess they are selling like hotcakes, right? The tape chips. So oops, I forgot to take the adhesive. When do you use the tape chips? Really, tape chips are kind of like our own, our old, what do you call them? Photo splits. You guys with me? Do you guys remember our photo splits? Okay, so those were from long ago, and sometimes people would just prefer to use photo splits, but also when you're working kind of with a picture that maybe has a background that is a little delicate, sometimes the splits were just easier to use, or there was something kind of having it it was hard to use our tape runner to stick. So people would use the photo split. So same idea. I just took them out here. These are called the tape chips, but the adhesive is there. In fact, I'll show you how to use those right here. So we're going to put that blue right there. And now I've got kind of this fun little element. And I was waiting to see if I was going to have room to make this into a banner, and I do. So I'm going to trim a smidge off of here. Okay. And then I'm just going to snip this end. And I know I've shown you this before. You can get really particular and fancy, but typically what I do is I make a snip in the middle, and then I just make my little banner. Okay, when I'm feeling super lazy, that's just what I do because it works. All right, so now, right, there you have it. Embellish with purpose, layer, cluster, ta-da. Tape chips, they work very similarly, so they're a little square of adhesive. And the other way you can use these is if you go, oh, I'm not ready. I know this is going to go on this page because I've custom built this little border to go here, but maybe I'm not sure if I want to put it down yet. I can just leave the backing on it, but I know that that's going to go with this page. So if you're not ready to stick something down, that would also be another time to use the tape chips. Or, I can see, like, here's another thought. For when we get to travel again, I loved being able to take a little mini scrapbooking kit with me. This would be perfect, right? Because they're so thin and easy to use. So just another idea. Okay, but I am going to go ahead and pop this down on the page. But again, for finishing it up, I would probably want to get my die, get a really fun die. Like, I love these big letters, and add that down. And I'm going to just use the repositionable on this strip. So easy to lay that down. And I've got this, and then I'm going to do a P right there at some point. But ta-da, you guys, that's it. And really, I think to finish this, I am going to bring in another big strip of journal paper. So just so you can see what that would look like. And I might actually use lines over there. Might do that. Or I could pull the grid in again too. So sometimes what I like to do is just print a bunch of the, yeah, here it is. The different designs that I have that I did. There we go. There's a full sheet. I do like the grid. Just a little more texture. Okay, so we can just take our handy dandy pencil, pop this here. We're gonna just be so technical, and I want to cut there, and then I'm going to cut right here on this line. That way you guys can see what that would just finish off the page like. Oops, I'm running out of room. And here we go. You can see. Perfect. Perfect right there. So I'm going to just put this down. And another little fun thing we can do, just to add a little color. Actually, see, before I put that down, I want to kind of add just a little extra pizzazz with this turquoise, because can you tell I'm liking the turquoise addition? So before I stick that down, I'm going to add this just to the journal box. Whoops. Right there. Okay. Whoops. Now I stuck the journal box to my table. Okay. And just trim that off with my scissors, but I'm going to keep that because that's a great little addition to put somewhere else. And now I've got just a perfect little, voila, little something, something, right? We could even do this over here if we wanted, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, since I've got all this fun stuff. So that's about it. I'm going to check in, see, do you guys have any questions? Let me make sure I said everything I wanted. Okay, good. Yes, I'm glad you guys, you love, yeah, photo splits are messy because the whole tabs end up all over, right? Okay, so let me just check in. That's kind of where I'm going to stop this 2-page process. But again, I hope you just kind of saw the same tips over and over on how you put this page together. But what's going to make this really come to life, of course, is the journaling and the stories of how you get your wonderful memories down, because that's what, every time I see her, she came to my wedding too. I should get a picture when she was at my wedding. Actually, I might put that picture right here. So that might be kind of fun. But this is what it's all about, getting those photos in there so that we can celebrate people that we love, that are meaningful to us, and get their stories down. So let me check in before we wrap up tonight. I just want to make sure I've answered questions. I see there's comments kind of flying by. Yes, the new promo, this paper pack is all from the Winter Frolic. So it was kind of fun to use that in a non-wintry setting, right? Colors are pretty. And you can get that, I think it's till the 27th, or while supplies last. So they did put, today was the preview Friday. There's really not a whole lot going on because it's next Friday that we're going to get a release for a new product. And that is going to be great. Wait till you see what's coming. It's absolutely beautiful. And this Friday, they just announced this promo is continuing. You can also get the digital kit. And let's see, there was one other thing. Some of the Croptober, some things went on last chance. So whenever a Friday rolls around, it's always a good idea to click on last chance and see what they moved into there. So Croptoberfest moved into last chance. If you liked the Croptoberfest card kit that I did, if you wanted to make another set of cards, this would be the time to get that. I am sworn to secrecy, Sherry. I cannot tell you what's coming. But you'll love it, and I'll show it as soon as I can, I promise. So I don't actually have it in, I've seen it, but I don't actually have it in my hands yet. So it's coming. Very fun. Okay, any other questions? Let me see. Yes, so definitely, here's what you guys, if you want the website password, email me. You know my email because I've emailed you on it. I can't give it out on this live broadcast, but you guys know my email. And just so I can check when I go into my email, I can just, do it right then. Okay. And not have to come back into this chat, because sometimes this chat is hard to find, right? Okay. Love punches. Definitely. Power layout method. Yes, definitely. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. And yay, Julie R, you just came on. Okay. So they answered your question. This is the Winter Frolic. Okay, what supplies do you need for the November Grateful? Okay, good question, Chris. Thank you. I am going to have a whole list very soon, but you are going to need the fall embellishments. These are not in stock right now, so I hope you guys ordered that. The matte pack, the fall matte pack, and a pack of the natural lined pages. Okay, so that's that. The new, I don't know if I can grab one right now and show you, but the new lined pages, they're like this. This is the Spargo, okay, but natural. This is natural because it kind of just goes in here. You also are going to need 2 peekaboo pockets. So Claudia, people have asked, there's some good videos on power layouts. I did a little mini power layout in my pop series on how to do power layouts, but it's definitely something we can reconsider. So you'll need the natural lined designer paper pack, 2 peekaboo pockets. If you notice, I used the stamp set and it was fun. Okay, so it's going to be really fun showing you how to do this. So I used the stamp set. So if you'd like to take advantage of the new Creative Memory stamp set, you can, or you can use sticker letters. So your choice. I'm giving you the option there. And that's it, your adhesive. Okay, so that's going to be a really fun class. And I'll have all of that listed on my website. Okay. So let's see if we've got everybody's questions. Love the card class. Thank you, Judy. I know that was so fun. Tape runners. Julie, you caught me. Okay, that's funny. Tape runners go in the box. I love you guys. You're so awesome. Okay, well, I hope you have a really wonderful evening. And let me know if you have any other questions. The class, Chris, I'm going to post it, the November class. I'm hopefully going to get it up this coming week. It'll be at your own pace. You can take it anytime and it'll still be there whenever you need to access it on my website. And then the December daily is probably going to get up in about 2 weeks, hopefully, because it takes kind of a lot to get these up. And, but I hope to have everything up for you very soon. So let's see. I think I did. Okay. Did we get? If you just placed an order in like the last 5 days, I haven't gotten to you. But if you've placed an order prior to that, you should have gotten an email. If not, please email me and we can connect. Okay. So thanks, you guys. I'm so happy you would join me, and we'll see you next time. And until then, I hope you take time to craft your joy and have a wonderful, blessed evening and or day if you're in Australia, and a weekend. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.